Kickoff just moments away as we've arrived at Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Today, a battle out of the AFC between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Michael Dixon with the honor of getting us started. And we're underway from Everbank Stadium. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. Showing a little burst so far. He's racing past midfield. At the 20. And he does! Touchdown!
Touchdown, Raiders.
Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
Extra point up and good from Bass. And the Raiders will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Jaguars, nothing.
After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Good work so far. He's got room. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
Come on, set! Panther 60, Panther 60! I got him, on me!
Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
There we go, set! Cougar 19!
They'll run here with Amarion Hampton. Cuts it to the right sideline. You mix it in for the Jacksonville touchdown! The Jaguars finish off their opening drive. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Shaheed now to return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. Shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Good hit on the ground here. That's going to be a 9-yard pickup as it's 2nd 10.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that 1st down. Back-to-back carries here. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. A pickup of 17. And that's a Vegas first down.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. The tight end in motion now. First down, play action. Down the field, he's got Lamb. And he's taken down at the 30. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Mills to the air now. Able to find Strange here. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. They gain 11 on that play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10. Now motion him out of the backfield. From the red zone on first. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. No luck on first down. Here's second and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. Dancing past him. And he will haul it in for the Vegas touchdown. The Raiders finish off their opening drive. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Bass gets the extra point to go. And the Raiders take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
Jaguars 7.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Fielded at the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Let's go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Here's Hampton to open the drive. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9. Darts out of the shotgun. Caught, nice gain left side. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
First and 10.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Inside give to Hampton. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Raiders side of the field. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Last run got him 7. Here comes second and 3. Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. Complete out to the right. He's finally caught, and he lost the football. Oh, no, it's out! And the fumble recovery is made. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
On 1st and 10, here's Dart. He finds Brown right side. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. The rookie out of UCLA in on the stop.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Dart's going to tuck it and run. He cuts it to the right sideline. And he's going to have him a 1st and goal from the 4 as he goes out.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did, tote the ball himself for a big run.
Hampton has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal.
Go! Panther 60, Panther 60. Hut, hut.
Line up the design keeper. And he's in for the touchdown. The Jaguars trim the lead to 1. On his Little for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jaguars tie things up at 14.
Set to
now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Shaheed now to return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Hut, hut.
They'll go play action. He gets this one to Strange. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
70 Timberwolf. Go trap, go trap.
This has the makings of a shootout. A lot of points, but still tied as we reach the end of 1. Both teams neck and neck so far. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Raiders in possession. They've got a 1st to begin the frame.
60 bicep. 19 Tiger. Go.
Mills looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Receiver in motion, he's headed right. Trying to throw this from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st down.
First down.
Well, we have seen the value of a big physical tight end. Just like that. Those post routes downfield, so hard to defend. The great tight ends, the physical tight ends, it's almost as if they're posting up on the low block in basketball, and you can't get around them.
Still sticking with the passing game. And he can't escape. Jaguars all over him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack. Mills back to throw. This one's to Andrews outright. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Third and long for him here. Dumps it off to his running back. Ooh, sharp running here. He's past the 30. And finally, they catch up to him at the 11. So a timely moment for a big play, and they get the first on 3rd and 19.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. First give of the game here to Chase Brown. And a nice little run there gets him 5. 2nd down upcoming.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Back now, pressure coming. And he brings it in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders take a 2nd quarter lead. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Extra point up and good from Bass. And the Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7.
Jaguars 14.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. That is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30.
29-yard line.
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Starting this drive with a design run. And that's good for a gain of 5. Michael Williams there to haul him down.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
First
down from the 42. On the counter, it's Hampton. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Well, that play right there, that one is why linemen, they run the 40, do all the agility tests in their spandex at the combine. Yeah, having fast, agile, big guys up front, it lets them set the table so the running backs can go do their job.
And a solid gain there, Brock, of about 5. Takes him inside the 40-yard line.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Now Darts going to the air. Finds his man over the middle. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Jaguars have a first down.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Running it with Hampton. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Back to Hampton. It's inside the 10. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal.
Set it. 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Mine. Check go.
Now run with Hampton. And they make a stop at the last minute. It's a gain down to the 1. First shot gets him 5. Still a couple of looks remaining. It's 2nd and goal.
That run now has put them in such a great spot, Kate. You get a run like that inside the 1st and goal situations, there's a whole lot of confidence when you break the huddle.
The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
On the jump.
Another chance at 6. It's 2nd and goal.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Go.
Design quarterback run here. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars earn the chance to tie before halftime. Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars tie this game at 21.
Michael Dixon sets
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Brings in the kick at the 9. Making some progress here. Races past midfield. Into the red zone. Touchdown on an incredible return. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even in early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Bass gets the extra point to go. And the Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7.
Jaguars 21.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Return starts at the 3. And he's out of bounds, approaching the 25, couple yards short at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. One last play before the break. Back to throw it. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. Making some progress here. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line.
Well, that's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the second half. And really, Kate, this third phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this second half.
Hampton gets it out of his own read. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Dart's going to tuck it and run. Caught deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Raiders get to it! And Vegas takes it back for a touchdown! The Raiders grow the lead coming out of halftime. Great time to bring some extra pressure off that snap, and that made all the difference in getting that fumble and the defensive score.
I could hear it in your voice. I think you saw it coming. I saw it coming. I think even the crowd saw it coming.
Yep.
That quarterback did not see that blitz coming, and boy, did it pay dividends.
Extra point up and good from pass. And the Raiders double their lead to 14.
Jaguars 21.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Returning it from the 4. Good work so far. He's got room. A great effort, but he got popped at the end of it.
At their own 35-yard line.
First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. They'll work against the blitz. Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Let's go. 70 Lions.
Now go play action. Here's Dart. Left side, it's caught by Rice. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Going on third, here's Dart. He gets it to Rice. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
From a great
First
throw
and
to a
10
nice
at the
route and catch
41-yard
to
line.
moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
So first down from the 41.
Ready?
Aren't going to throw again. He'll get this one to Brown. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down, but to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Okay, ready?
2nd and 3 now.
Set. Go.
One play action with Darks. Headed out right. This one's to Rice out on the right side. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Do you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop, we're playing the same guessing game the defenses are on those kind of plays? Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job finding that out.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, and it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception, and that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
Following the near interception, this is 2nd and 10.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Hut, hut.
From the gun, here's Darts. Pass caught by Tank Dell. And that will not be enough for a first down.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this.
70 Lions. Ready?
They'll go. Here's Darts. Forced out to his right. That's caught beyond the marker. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation when you go for it on 4th down, it may mean sometimes thrown into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
Throwing it again here. Across the line, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Little tax on the extra point. And the Jaguars chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Jaguars 28. Michael Dixon set to kick
And
off.
just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10.
Come on. Set. 60, get Panther Street. Panther Street. Check go.
This drive will begin with a run by Brown. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this third down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Mills to the air now. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
19, Tiger, 19, right here.
Throwing here, Mills. Short pass brought in. Escapes a defender. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a Vegas first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up second down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
60 by 6, trap 60, trap 60.
Mills looking to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Working now from the gun. Fits it through the middle. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders lengthen the lead at the end of the third. Bass on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Raiders double their lead to 14.
42. Jaguars 28.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here starts. That one's complete. Amari on Hampton. This gets forward to around the 29. Trent McDuffie getting there for the stop.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Third down, they need 7. Throw here, 3rd down. Pushes it towards his running back, but it's going to wind up incomplete. That brings up 4th down.
You know, Kate, with the game that they've put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
All right, looks like this is the moment. They're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on fourth.
18, 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
They're going for this. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Result of the play.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
They'll run here on first down. And he's brought down after a solid gain on what's going to be the final play of the quarter. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's the Raiders up by multiple touchdowns, and they've got the football.
Okay, ready?
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Ready? Cougar 19. Street. Ready?
Here's the long back on the handoff. He's close, but he is stopped before he can get to that first down. Picks up 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
3rd and just 2 to go.
Let's go. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Here he is on 3rd and short. That is caught. He's got Lamb. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
And the Las Vegas first down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
70 Lions.
They'll try and punch it in. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
Loss on the play. 2nd and goal at the Jaguars' 12-yard line.
Let's go now. Viking 18. Ready?
They'll go play action. Catch made. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal.
Here we go. 70 Timberwolf. Hurt. Check go.
They're headed up the middle. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. It's a 3-yard gain. 1 shot remaining if they want to try it. 4th and goal coming up.
These are the moments, and these are the kind of calls, Kate, that this offensive coordinator makes his money. You just get, well, you get stuffed on a run, and now you got 4th and goal. What are you going to do?
You know, I guess 3 isn't enough to pad the lead. They're pulling out all the stops. It's 4th and goal.
Hawk 70. Panther Street.
Sending a tight end in motion left.
Go.
Here we go with Brown. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Raiders have likely locked up the win right there. So, Brock, they take a gamble, and it pays off with a big touchdown on 4th and goal.
And they do it on the ground as well, and that just speaks volumes. That's confidence that you can own this line of scrimmage, and your back will see a lane and will get the job done. That just infuses your team and your sidelines with so much confidence.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Loading up on the left. It's going to be trips to that side. Here's 1st and 10. Darts out of the shotgun. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is brought to a stop up at, let's say, the 34-yard line there. Offensive line fast.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard
On 1st and 10, here's Dart. He fires one deep down the left sideline.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal.
Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. And there's a man there, it's intercepted! Trent McDuffie in to pick it off! And the Raiders are gonna have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They've got 1st down here from the 36.
Stephanie! Rocco 80! Check smash, check smash. Ready?
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Tag! Tag the 60, tag the 60. Ready?
Back to the well again. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Now they send their back in motion right. To the air on 3rd and long. That pass caught by Strange. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out.
It's 4th down.
Tyler Bass on now for the field goal try. Ball on the right hash, 48 yards out.
48-yard attempt.
Bass's kick is good. And the advantage now sits at 24.
Makes the score.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. He fields it from the 8. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
Their own 29-yard line.
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10.
Ready? 70 Lion!
Dart from the pistol. Left side, it's caught by Rice. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Five still to go here. This is 2nd down. From the gun, here's Dart. Tried to float that one in, and defender's there for the interception. Sidney Brown makes the play.
Intercepted by the Raiders. They'll take over 1st and 10.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
It's the 2-minute warning here in Jacksonville. Raiders moments away from their 4th win of the year. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Hey, smash Bronco! Come on, set! Panther 60, Panther 60! Hey.
Another carry for him. Still going inside the 35. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Ready! Rock 80! Hut, hut.
They give it to him again. Quick adjustment defensively to stop him this time, so no gain on first down. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's 2nd. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger!
They're drawing up for him. Now a timeout called by the Jaguars. That's their 3rd. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
Stephanie! Viking 18! Check go!
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And they stop him before he can reach that marker. And now we've got a penalty flag out too. So they'll let the play stand, decline the penalty, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Tyler Bass on now for the field goal try. He hit his first one. His second one's coming from inside of 40. Bass's kick is good. And that grows the lead to 27.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Fielded at the 7. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 33.
Set up! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal! Go!
Back to work after throwing the pick. Throw right side, Dell has it. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running. Now they're going to throw out of the gun. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
That's not going to show up as an interception on the stat sheet, but with all these next-level stats we have today, Kate, that's what you call a turnover-worthy play. And there have been way too many of them in this one.
Got to start taking better care of the football, Brock, as he brings him to the line here, 3rd down.
Go! 70 Lions!
Darts back to throw. He's got a man left. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
Jaguars, 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down. It's Darts. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Ready!
Dart gonna throw again. Escapes the pocket. He takes it himself. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Third and just 2 to go.
Go! Cowboy 80. Ready?
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a pickup of 26. And the Jaguars have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Got it. Ready? Let's go now. 60 Eagles. 60. Dragon 60. Take over.
Working inside the red zone. Chased out to his right. And he brings it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars making the scoreboard look a touch better. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt.
The kicker gets it. Oh, it looks like he's going to throw it. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And the Raiders are able to secure the kick. And he can't escape, Brock. They lose yards, but defensively, no timeouts left to stop the clock and take advantage.
Here we go.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Here's a design run.